Hey everybody, how's it going? Guess what? Me and Benja just got back from our walk. uh, Started a walk with Banjo, and made a whole video, went around this whole thing, and I said, you know what? Scrap it. That's not the energy and vibes I want to put out. It was nothing but advertising for human trafficking. Okay, my entire route this morning. And seeing how this week has been going for me, it's been on trend. Not surprising or shocking at all. So, oh my god. So I just want to take restart the video. So I don't want to bring all this constantly being stalked and harassed vibes into this February 14th morning chit chat. I had my glasses, but I took them off because I don't know. Anyway, I didn't really go with the coat. I don't know. So, take two. 2 minutes into this video, and I'm telling you, it's a take two. So we're redoing that. But I will give a synopsis. Okay. So basically, let me just summarize the 15-minute video that I just did. Maybe a little less. Over here on this not national security risk, national intelligence security risk box over here. And I guess I'll start with that. So, I don't know if you're aware, but I take photos with this a lot. If you're wondering my opinion. So, I don't know what y'all seen. Before 2021 and after, right? And, if you were to ask me, Michelle, why is their air conditioning machine making so much noise? I don't know. But in all seriousness, if you were to ask me, what is it called? A psychotic break or something like that. I know there's a technical term for it, and I say psychotic break right now, and it doesn't really hit the mark. So if I had a multiple choice, then I would probably be able to pick one. But a psychotic break, a mental health breakdown. I hope you'll know what I'm trying to get at. Somebody were to ask me that, and so in your opinion, if and when did that occur? And my answer would be before 2021. Right here. Well, it started in the house, and then it went out here, and then I left the house. So, but in case you didn't know, that's what this represents to me. And when I keep bringing up this box and stuff, maybe you're not aware of it for whatever reason. I don't know. It was a really bad and embarrassing night. And if you want to talk about alcohol and drugs being involved, obviously I can't stop you, But I do hope if there is an honest concern about all that, especially as an example, as a reference point, you do bring things into context, which is something that I have to say here, right? I do hope you bring context in that. But my answer would be, I don't think I had a psychotic break, despite me being sent to the hospital in October and staying there for 2 weeks. With the option to take risperidone, of which I refused. So, which is weird. They didn't make me take it the first night. They never made me take anything. It was always been an option, but usually those things, and being in the psych ward and stuff like that, usually that's like a 24-hour, 48-hour, maybe 72-hour type situation, and that was not the case with me. Of which I was later, during that stay, diagnosed with schizophrenia and maybe marijuana-induced schizophrenia. I had never heard of such a thing. Marijuana-induced? So I don't want to advertise for human trafficking. That's why this is take 2 of the video. And I don't want to advertise for... in addition to that, I don't want to advertise for marijuana-induced psychotic disorders. Is that what they're called? I don't know. I'm using these words, but keep in mind that I'm not a doctor. I'm not using them in like a doctor professional's way. But yeah. So if you were to ask me if I had a psychotic breakdown, I'm not using the right words for it, but I just can't think of the right words for it right now. I would say, if I had to classify, it would be that day, that night. It was not good. But after then, and after 2021, no, I would not say I suffered from a psychotic breakdown. So, in fact, being like the reality acknowledged that I'm a celebrity and public figure and have been filmed is an expectation that I just naturally had. And for there to be any sort of punishment for that, I think is absolutely obscene and disgusting. And I think now, February 14th, 2025, I think the entire world, that's not out of the ordinary view that I had and have, especially in having a relationship, whether it be friendship or a romantic relationship, right? You're getting filmed. This is where I know you from. I think that's probably like, you know, a healthy way to go about things. And so for that to get punished over here on this NISC school bus route, right? What? That's all right. It wasn't an NISC school bus route. October of 2021, at least according to the website. Of which I got diagnosed with schizophrenia. But anyway, 10 minutes. So, it's been busy on Monday. Everybody's got work to do. Everybody's going to work or coming home from graveyard shift. But anyway, yeah. So also what I wanted to say was, trying to get all this is a box lover. Was a good part of the video recap was am I nervous getting out of this neighborhood, being in the public? So you see in the Oval Office, you see there are tons of cameras, right? And the public speaking. Is it, Michelle, you nervous about that? No. If MTG and Rand Paul can do that, then I'm good to go. If that's something they can do, then I can definitely do that. I'm not nervous about it, no. You know, with you see Meatball and MTG constantly giving out press conferences and interviews and stuff like that. So they're not acknowledging me on this NISD school bus route? I don't ever see it. So, and me being a glaring issue, said, what does the United States government support? We're not going to ask Abby Martin that, are we? Anyway, and if you were to say, you know, a reason, if you don't know, it has not been my natural inclination to talk about myself and my situation and what I got going on so much. In fact, quite the opposite. But I realized and recognized that what's happening to me is very much intertwined and connected with everybody else. So if they're part of the propaganda machine of manufacturing consent, it's a term coined by, I think, Noam Chomsky, which I learned through Max Blumenthal, producer and owner of The Gray Zone. So, this propaganda machine where what's happening to me is just an individual problem, I would say I would not be surprised that any sort of propaganda machine of manufacturing consent would say that this is just something that's a my issue and that I'm a narcissist for continually talking about it. And shouldn't I worry about those less fortunate than me? I do. That's why I'm saying all this, right? That's why I'm doing all this. So that if I have all these luxuries, like a platform, like supporters, that obviously are not in this NISD school bus route, obviously, then that is a luxury. Not everybody has a platform where they get on camera, put something on the internet, and all this audience listens. And so, anyway, not nervous about that at all. So, you know, I can't wait. You know, I've never had a problem talking with people and stuff like that. People can obviously do psychological evaluations with the substance use. I hate to use the term abuse because here I am. I don't want to be, something I've noticed is pattern of behavior is I'm not a victim. In fact, I'm the one being the aggressor. My victim and victimhood is absolutely taken from me, and I have in fact turned into a bully. It's something that I get a lot. So wait a minute. You know who I am. I know you know who I am. For little details and stuff like that. And if I'm not nice to you, let alone overtly nice to you, all of a sudden you're the victim and I'm the bully to you, even though you wouldn't even be here if I wasn't here. It happens a lot. So anyway, yeah, not nervous at all. So Rand Paul and MTG can be doing those interviews. I absolutely have nothing to worry about. I'm got experience at handling going through the emotions of a spontaneous and random variables and events and environment, of which, you know, I don't know if everybody can say the same, but not nervous at all for that. Can't wait to be with my husband. So I got all this stuff to look forward to. Not nervous about being in the public at all, especially next to him. So I have absolutely, once I get out of this neighborhood, once this box is no longer an everyday thing, it being February 14th, 2024, I'm wearing a Sublime shirt, in case you didn't know. I'm just not nervous. The nerves aren't there. Not for all that. Just very much excited and butterflies to be reunited with my husband again. So, yeah. And then also I said, I started talking about tattoos. I said, it's not Friday the 13th, but it's Friday the 14th. I wonder if there's any tattoos. Free tattoo stuff going on. Or maybe they don't do that since Valentine's Day might be a good day for tattoo shops. Oh yeah, and then just throwing the question out there, so, you know, where y'all are from, do y'all's tattoo shops have free tattoos? Free. I'm sure the tipping is optional. On February 13th, Friday the 13th. Because we have them at our tattoo shops. So I'm not sure if all of them, but you know, I know a lot of them do. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's that. Basically, just wanted to say, no, I'm not nervous about any of that. I am very much excited and looking forward to all that. I cannot wait to be in a reality in which people recognize me for who I am and have the freedom to do as much. So, not nervous at all. You know, there's things, you know, there's just like, anyway, I wouldn't call that nervous, but anyway, yeah, so this February 14th, happy Valentine's Day. I wanted to speak with y'all because so since I can have my Valentine next to me, I got my green jade ring today. Then I'll just chit chat and have a friendly Valentine's chat with y'all. Oh, and I sent my in the group text my mom, Tracy and Kimmy. I said, since y'all are the only ones that make any money, since I don't make any money, I sent them the Mile High Podcast t-shirt that I wanted. It's the one with the lantern. It's like gray and it has a lantern on the back. This is Mile High Podcast. So Tracy said, maybe for your birthday. I said, maybe. I said, okay, thanks, Tracy. And I said, maybe before Fiesta. Maybe before March 6th and 7th, when I have to watch Kimmy's house, which I guess was another thing and recap. So I'm guessing, my best guess now is I'm gonna be here on the St. Ernest School Bus route till March 6th and 7th, which means my mom chasing Kimmy, not Nikki Haley, not Mandy Liz, not Joyce, Diane, Pat, Lisa, Joanne, not them. But my mom chasing Kimmy have to go to counseling because I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia. That's what that means. There's another month of that. Every third Thursday. So. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that's that. Not nervous at all. Honk honk. Can't wait to join society. Can't wait to no longer be captive. So, and again, something I've said about human trafficking, an element of human trafficking is this kind of invisible, non-tangible element to human trafficking. So yeah, I guess that's my video today. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy February 14th, 2025. If you got a loved one, you know, I hope y'all enjoy each other. Give each other a hug for me. And maybe those good vibes will get sent out and I get sent them. And so, oh my gosh, people being happy together. Their chosen mate. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's all from me in this non-national intelligence security risk box over here. So, yeah, I guess I hope you'll have a good one. Not nervous about public speaking. So, Michelle, there might be, you say that now, but there might be a physiological process going on where you have to stand in front of a microphone with all these people about. Well, at least they won't be invisible. So, I'm sure that's great advice. But I've taken that into consideration. I'm going to tell you, I'm not nervous at all. Ready to get out into the world. And it is February 14th, 2025. So I can't even imagine the excuses that they're making now. Only that MTG has goosebumps. So Vivek Ramaswamy might not be governor of Ohio, but MTG's got goosebumps. So be careful. You get to you need to evaluate all your stuff, MTG. Nobody wants to know you got goosebumps. Okay? Anyway. And as far as invisible stuff going on, it's okay with MTG. Like, that's the whole point of her, right? Hypothetical, what is it called? Situation preparedness discussions I have with y'all. You don't want to step on any toes. You don't want to say something and then that person punishes somebody who you didn't want them to punish or whatever. It's okay with MTG. That's the whole point of MTG. Right? She's saying, haha, I know you don't want to know I had goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. Yeah, I'm not nervous at all. Can't wait. But until then, happy Valentine's Day. Another day, another dollar. I'll talk to y'all later.